Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to. Why is this? It looks like we're funky. Oh, that's my jacket. I think it's a little too funky. Let's take it. Yeah, I need to take this. I'll take this right here. What I have. Oh, yes. Just a second. There we go. And I'll take this off. It'll be a little more, less eye-watering.
More or less.
All right.
Okay.
Welcome, people, to another exciting episode of This Week on Dead by Daylight. I am thrilled. You okay?
I am also thrilled.
Good. Let's do this. Yeah, that's not correct.
Oh.
You need to. Well,
It's not
whatever.
correct.
We'll fix it for next time. This bit.
Productor. It looks.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
that's fine. It's absolutely fine. No, everybody knows who I am. Well, people who come here, I guess.
I would think so. Yeah.
Hi, people. So first of all, welcome. Thank you, Bjorn, once again for doing everything right, except that bit right there. And welcome to our mods. Thank you very much for being here. I guess we have a bunch of really interesting people again. We have Brobecue, Clyde, Murph, Peanuts, Sassy, Suggestive, and Faded is here. And DL6 Incident. I do not know DL6 Incident. Do you know?
I do not know.
So if someone can tell me in one of our mods, I'm listening to the channel. There you go. First of all, what's in the box?
What is in the box?
So today I was doing work at my desk like this, and we received a big box, and I have no idea what's in it. And it was received from a land called Deutschland, which is a real place, and we have no idea what's in there. So I hope it's not snakes, but it might be. And I thought it would be exciting to open it live on stream. So there. I don't even know who this is from.
Doesn't say.
No, it does not say. It comes from, Mike Gomez. Mike, I'm probably mangling your name.
Thank you, Mike.
There's a little letter in there, and it says some nice things. I'll sit right down. Still overwhelmed with your support of our German DVD tournament. Oh, okay, Nippes Deadly 6. Yes, I remember that. That was pretty cool. Tournament was a great success. The winner teams, the Killers, and me, thank you very much for your exclusive skins. I'm still speechless about your great support. Hope you and your team enjoyed the typical German sweets as a little thank you. Very happy that you've supported me so magnificently. I hope you'll support me again if I decide to organize another tournament. Give me 2-3 months. Maybe we'll see us at the German Gamescom in Cologne, which might very well happen. Well, that's very nice of you. Thank you so much.
He speaks really fast.
I do.
No.
And we have here a large selection of what I believe to be German sweets. And
Wafers, Milka.
yeah,
That
they're
was
not all
wonderful.
Germans because this is Mikado, but that's absolutely wonderful. So the bad news is that now the whole team has seen it, so I will have to share.
There's
but
no hiding.
I'll just put this right here. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you,
Okay.
Mike.
That was the little moment of levity. Now let's get back to very serious business. I have to log in. Obviously, everybody now knows my password because they can decipher the sounds that I made clicking, I hear. So it seems nobody has any idea who DL6 is. They thought I added him. Oh well. We have a mystery mod. Let's see if they break everything. Hi, Nut Queen. I winked with the wrong eye.
I missed it.
Okay, I'm not very good at this. I've been practicing my winking lately, and it's not going well. I hurt myself a few times. All right, let's get some questions. So this is the list of questions that was provided by our mods through the Steam Q&A. So we'll take some questions from the chat. Obviously, so we have some mods that are looking into the chat, trying to capture interesting questions in there, and they will retype them in the Twitch Discord that I'm listening to.
Watch.
So, yeah. Did I get distracted again? Yeah, that's fine.
I did too.
Okay, so these are the questions from the Steam Q&A. We'll go through most of them if we can. and then we can move on to other pieces of information that we have to share. Do we
Exciting.
have news? No, not really. Okay. Right. First of all, we got Mkat Online. Any new licensed stuff in your plans? You want to take that one?
I'd love to take that one.
Go on.
So we managed to get Full House with Bog Taggart as a killer, and you get to play the twins because we get to save money on skinning. No, it's a joke. Actually, we don't actually have Full House. I would really love to have that actually, but it's a joke.
I'm not sure we're ready for this yet.
No?
No, I think it might dilute the seriousness of the experience.
We'd have the house and everything.
I don't know.
Oh.
We'll see. But
Right.
to answer this with actual real information, there's a few licenses that we've been after for a while. Obviously, like anybody who knows anything about horror movies, I mean, we've got Michael Myers, but there are a few others, big ones out there that we'd really like to get.
Oh yeah.
There are also some more outlying ones that we feel might fit very well with our game that we're talking to, and a few people came to talk to us. So yes, definitely new licenses will happen in the game in the future, but nothing. Obviously, these things will always be extremely top secret. When it's our own stuff, it's easier to talk about it in advance, but this kind of thing we would probably have to keep very quiet about. But I can tell you that right now I'm not keeping purposefully quiet about anything specific.
Look at that.
True Lemon asked us, can you tell us at least one of the perk of the new chapter?
I believe that we can.
I believe that we can.
Can we tell them maybe a survivor perk?
We could tell them about a survivor perk.
All right, let's tell them about a survivor perk. Would you mind bringing me up the text?
Uh,
As good as I am.
okay, so we can probably pop up an image right now. Where's that? Oh, that's your laptop reflecting papers. Okay, that was mystifying.
In the back.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
So this perk that you see here, that we blurred a little bit just to keep some juicy secrets going.
That's funny.
This perk is called
Technician.
Technician. That is
Yes.
correct. So the text here, which probably is not final, although it is very final,
pretty
but
close.
it's pretty close.
Yeah.
You are apt at handling machinery with the greatest care and precision. The noises caused by your repairs and their hearing distance are reduced by 0, 4, or 8 meters.
Oh yeah.
On a failed repair skill check, there is 30, 40, or 50% chance that the generator explosion will be prevented.
That sounds pretty sick.
Yep.
We've been trying it out. It's a quite fun build to run. If you run that with Iron Will and a few other silence perks, you are quite undetectable.
Yeah.
Quite nice.
Obviously, it's one of those perks. It's debatable again. It's one of those perks that only applies when you fail at stuff. So if you're one of those overconfident people, you're like, I don't need that. I don't fail skill checks. Fair enough. Also, I mean, some people say they never fail skill checks.
It's true.
But it also reduces just the sounds of repairing a generator anyway,
is really
which is
awesome.
absolutely great. Because as a killer main, I can tell you, I use that quite a lot to chase people. I'm not the only one.
Me too.
So there. Yes, we have been able to share something. So obviously the little thing was blurred because that might give a little too much information about who that perk belongs to. We're not saying anything at the time, but you might start discussing amongst yourselves what you think that that is. All right. Thanks for your very interesting questions. Okay, so I have a question here. I'll take some from the chat. It says, why did you make generator time with multiple survivors a percentage rather than doubling? The only thing enticing survivors working together on one Jenny is co-op points.
I don't think that's actually true. Because of the gen damaging, you want to finish a generator as quick as you possibly can.
And it is faster with more people.
It definitely is faster. It just before, at one point we had it so that if you worked on it and you were doing 1 charge a second, it takes 70 charges to complete it. It would take you 70 seconds. If you were 2 people, it would be 2 charges a second, and then therefore complete in 35 seconds. I almost had an issue.
Yeah.
And then
With 3,
Yeah, no. With 2 now, what we're doing is we're actually going to be doing a lower efficiency. Oh, this is something we've already done. We've done it
Yeah.
for a long period of time. It's going to be 90% efficiency for both people. So instead of being 2 charges a second, it's 1.8. Still very valuable. It's just, yes, you would be faster to complete all the gens if each one was on a single separate gen, but you probably would have a harder time.
But I think that if we have balancing issues in the game, which we do, the fact that generators take too long is not one of them.
It's not a bad thing at all. That's
No.
fine. Yeah.
So there. Fixes for the perk descriptions in other languages, Italian, for example. Lycan is asking that. Yes, the translation is an ongoing process, so whenever we patch the game, we try to shove in more descriptions. If there are specific things in Italian or in whatever language you're more familiar with that you want to bring to our attention, there are forums for that on the Steam forums.
Absolutely.
And it will get integrated in. Obviously, we can't just take it if one person screams at us, no, it should say that, because then we can't really validate and we might end up putting bad things in there.
Yes, absolutely.
But we have communities dealing with that, and we try to update as many languages as we can to make it sound better. Yeah. Okay, we have here Donnie asking, can we get a reward with clothes or something when you reach rank 1 as a killer or survivor, and for X season you reach rank 1 and increase the cap of blood points? Thanks. So that's more than one question. But yeah, season rewards, whatever you want to call it, or however we decide to put it, is something that is...
We definitely want to do.
Yeah. Right now, I think it's scheduled for the next few months, because it requires a backend and a few other things. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
And the backend is something that we are working on right now. It's a large thing, and it's an extremely tense process, because obviously it's going to impact everybody at the same time, and we need to be careful with that. Streamer exclusive skins charity when by Baldywood. So that's a very interesting question, and today I went and talked with our legal counsel upstairs.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, I did ask her the question, and there's one or two things that we need to finalize, but we'll be able to do that very quickly, and then it's a matter of getting every single person who we've done an exclusive for to sign and say, yes, I'm absolutely fine with you distributing them, because the agreement we had with what we have right now with the people we made the exclusives for is for just creating codes that they can then distribute. So if we want to monetize it in any way, even if we don't take the proceeds or not all of it, we have to make a new agreement. So we'll look into that. We're also looking into which specific charity would be the beneficiary of that.
That's really cool.
Yeah, we absolutely want to do that. Okay. Oh, can I ask if anything's going to be done with Survive with Friends lobby search? Yes, okay. This is probably the biggest thing, and I should have started with that. I got distracted by the box. But Survive with Friends looking for a lobby is right now the #1 problem we have in the game. We're well aware of that, and it is every day when I go talk to our technical director, he tells me that this is his top priority. As far as I understand, we've spotted a few issues right now. We're using the system from Steam, and there's half of it, which is the Steam system that we're using for a few things, and then there's our way of dealing with it and how the clients are looking for games and matching together. And we found a few discrepancies. We found a few maybe weaknesses or things we didn't expect in the Steam stuff. We created an internal fix. Fix is a loaded word, but we've created a new version of that system, which we're testing internally. And we've got some good results right now. We'll probably need to test it on a wider scale.
Definitely.
Ideally, it's something that would happen probably at the very beginning of April. We'd probably make a patch for the live, just so we can get great big numbers. And maybe we'd warn people, and we might want to do something to thank people for participating and maybe having a difficult experience for an hour or two while we have that.
Yeah.
But essentially we'd make it so that we test that on a big population, then we revert so we can check the results. and then if it actually works the way intended, we'd be able to broadcast it to everybody. So we're on the right track right now. It's a complex issue. We're really hoping that we can have something on the PTB, but the PTB, we don't normally get as many people at the same time there. So we use it for certain things, but for something like that, we need to have as wide a selection of people as possible. So it's probably going to be something that we're going to test on live for a moment, then take it out and look at the results.
Cool.
So yeah, that was a singing frog asking the question. Yeah. Oh, a very interesting question from Bonnie's Llama. Bonnie's Llama? I was wondering if you have the possibility to show us the paths player take. For example, do the survivors prefer to walk at the edge of the map, the killers in the middle of the map, and so on?
So
That's
like a heat map?
yeah. So that's something that internally we call it a heat map. It's part of some things you can have in telemetry in certain games. It is something that we do not have currently in our game. It's not something that we track. It's not data that we collect. It's something that we could add. Right now, for us, it's not a priority to do that, but it would be really, really cool to get that. It would be very valuable information for us to be able to know what are the major paths, where most people die, and things like that. And I can tell you that if we end up implementing that, which I would like that very much, we will absolutely share that with you, because that would be a very interesting little discussion we could have.
That should come with the character stats and stuff as well, of course.
Yes. Like Claudettes tend to walk around the perimeter, and then Dwights tend to stick to the middle or something.
Sure. I meant like personal stats, you know, like how many times have I survived, how many games.
Oh yes.
You know,
yeah. In-game stats.
Yeah.
Okay. Next we have here McRonald asking, should Prestige 3 allow you to get a 5th perk slot?
That I feel would be too much of a disparity between our newbies and our veterans. Unfortunately, an extra perk is quite
it's a
powerful,
big boost.
It's a big thing. It's a big thing. Like even an extra add-on slot would be the same kind of intensity, I believe, or even another item. You know, like any of these things would make it so it's too much of a boost. Prestiging is in there to allow players to continue their progress or restart and go through the grind again.
Yeah.
But not really to give them a larger boost. It's more for aesthetics.
No. Yeah. Do you want to answer this?
Any plans to rework the totem system, maybe with a repair check mechanism, I guess, like generators? This is PN Gamer. So I've read a ton of suggestions. I'm sure a lot of people internally have read a ton of suggestions from Reddit and Steam and whatnot regarding hex totems and the mechanics relating to them. If you've been following some of the streams in the past, we are reworking a few of our hex totems already. We're making Noed into a hex totem. We're reworking Devour Hope as it gives itself away in Tier 1 to make it so it doesn't give it away in Tier 1. We're reworking Hex Ruin to work more like a failed skill check so that when you actually get the failure, all progress on the gen stops for 3 seconds before you can actually restart it again, which makes it a little bit more enticing, and it shouldn't be as easy to just power through a gen like people have been doing. So we're definitely listening, we're definitely looking, and we definitely want to do more changes regarding the totems. So it's just finding out what those things are and having the time to do them.
Zweird asks, if you implement a heat map, will that mean you could add a mini map for the kill your friend spectators to see where the killer survivors are? That would be really, really cool. Those, as far as I understand, this would be two different things, because this is essentially a live updated mini map that we would get, which does not mean that we need to track that as data that we collect externally. But having that would be a great tool for tournament announcers,
Absolutely.
Obviously. So we definitely need more suggestions like this. Tournaments are for us something that we want to be able to be more involved in and support in a better way. So these kind of tools are exactly the kind of suggestions we want. And this does not seem like something that's ridiculously difficult to do. I mean, it's a complex thing, I'm sure.
I've already investigated it. It's something that's already in the backlog, and it's already potentially planned for.
Yes.
One of the versions that we're doing.
All right then. Let's leave it at that. Okay,
I
cool.
like the idea.
So thank you, Zweird. Okay, Emil and the Streams, which also asks the same thing as Melons that I have here on my Steam thing. After PAX, are you still going ahead with the weakened state? So the thing that was called the broken bone or whatever else?
So the one heal.
Yeah, so
one
at
heal
PAX,
master.
to give some people a little backstory, at PAX we showed the PS4 build, and it was the root build, which is essentially the build that we were playing here on the floor with all these crazy things that we...
Contains everything.
Yeah, so all the stuff that we're looking into... No, it didn't contain everything.
Not
It contained
everything.
a lot of things.
Whoa.
But things that we're not sure yet they're not final, things that we're testing internally. So it had this mechanic where if you get healed, you get that little icon that says weakened or broken bone or
Exactly.
whatever. And from that point on, you cannot be healed again.
Exactly.
Which means any survivor goes back to a bit more of fear of the killer. Like
Oh,
the,
yeah.
the stakes go back to being high.
We lose the infinite loop, the infinite heal loop that we had in our games, where people would get hit, they'd run away, they'd heal, then they get chased again, they get hit, and they run away and they get healed. So with that being gone, it's going to be much more scary, and you have to be much more tactical in terms of what you do.
So to get back to the actual question,
Yeah.
yes, it is absolutely something that we are still considering.
Yes.
Obviously, it's a mechanic that we think is interesting, and we are refining it because obviously this was a very rough implementation where it just went in, and it more or less it breaks a lot of the perks and items and add-ons
my
and
God,
things
yeah.
that have to do specifically with healing.
Yeah.
Uh,
So we'll make it.
so
or
we need to
whatever.
yeah. I mean, it needs, like, anytime we do something like that, it needs to be integrated into the thing enough that add-ons refer to that mechanic and perks and powers will have to do something with or against that mechanic so that, yeah, it's not just one single thing that's on the side.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
It was really well received too, from what I understood at PAX. The people who played it, it was really
Yeah,
well
it was.
received.
Yeah, but also at PAX, an interesting bit was that, and we do that every time we put on a booth at a convention. They played the vanilla game.
Yeah, so
it's
they had no
very,
perks,
very
no
reminiscent
add-ons.
of what we had in the beta, which is no perks, no add-ons, no items except what you can find in the game. And it makes for a huge difference in the way people play the game. And survivors have a much harder time, and there's a lot more tension in there.
Oh, yeah?
The stakes are high.
That's
So
nice.
if it was really nice. It was really nice, and I think we had a few people. 72 hours among them was there playing, and obviously, anybody who's seen him play, he's pretty good. I guess he's pretty good as a survivor, but he had a hard time, and he was freaking out a little, and it was really fun, and
Yeah.
he had a good time.
That's
I
really
think I'm just making shit up. Maybe he had a horrible time, and now he hates us, but I don't think so because I think he's in the chat. So
He is in the chat.
okay.
So many questions.
Okay, I'm trying to find a question. Sorry about this. What do we have here? Since you mentioned that you're planning to change some of the hex perks, any plans on changing Thrill of the Hunt? Nacho Feel the Vibe is asking that.
Yes, we had mentioned the changes for Thrill of the Hunt, I believe, a few streams ago. The change was basically when you start the match, the game will take into account how many totems are on the map. So if there's 5, which there always will be 5, but right now anyways, you will have 5 charges on your token, which will make the cleansing speed take 5 times or 50% longer, I believe. Not 5 times. 50% longer, 10% for each totem, as well as give you a notification when someone starts working on your totem. And there was one other thing, but I don't remember exactly, but we can get it back from one of our previous streams. I will try to get that for next time.
All
That'd
right.
be nice.
Will we meet the voice actors?
That'd be really cool.
Well, you met some of the voice actors. You met Sebastian Varas,
Yeah.
who's the voice of Ace.
And the face of Ace.
No, that's Johnny.
Well, he was here too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. What other voice actors have you met? Eliane was there
There's
once.
Sarah.
Sarah is the voice of.
Claudette, no?
Yes, she's the voice of Claudette.
Yeah.
And Eliane was here in one of the very, very first streams.
Oh, no way.
Hiding behind a monitor with just her face showing, because that's exactly how we see her all the time.
That's funny.
And she's the voice of.
The Hag? No.
She's the voice of the Hag, I believe. Yeah. The nurse is Anais.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen her here.
No.
Nia is Morgan.
Yeah.
So we haven't met her either.
No.
So there's a few people that you haven't met. We could get more. We'll try to find you one, hopefully.
We'll try to find
so
you one.
Dave, you're not listening to this. So when you come in, you can bring in a voice actor, maybe. Yes.
Maybe.
Okay. Is the new Prim is asking, is the new DLC killer going to be a teacher, nun, priest? It's a very good question, and the answer to it is no.
Oh, aren't we all teachers?
Well, technically, I guess, but no. Yes, that's a no.
Damn.
The next DLC killer is not going to be either a teacher, a nun, or a priest. That is now confirmed. Okay. Are you going to fix Rate and Hag 12 and what is this? Is asking. No one plays them past rank 17, which is a shame, but they just don't work.
I've seen some great posts about Hag players who think that the way to play the Hag is much different than what is perceived by the general community.
Okay.
So they're doing quite well at rank 1, it seems.
I enjoy the Hag, but...
But with that being said, I do have a ton of changes that are set up for all of the killers. Not ton. They shouldn't change. They should change gloriously and not change a ton. Sorry, cottonmouth. So yeah, I think that will be coming after the next chapter, hopefully, and it should involve all the killers. So the nurse, the hag, the trapper, and the hillbilly, and so on and so forth. So pretty much all the things that we've spoken about in the past streams are the things that we're trying to entertain for those changes, particularly.
And to answer that statement also that nobody plays them after rank 17, which is a very wild statement, as most of these are, by the way. Mm-hmm. I would like to show some stats now. Some people like stats. I enjoy stats.
I love stats.
So I'll show some stats now. I have stats on my machine here. Okay, just let me close this. Is that what I wanted? That's not what I wanted at all. So, okay, I'm opening this. And you can show my screen whenever you're ready. There you go. So, thank you. So what we have here at the top, I prepared a bunch of stats to show people. So, at the top here, you have the way the ranks are split throughout the population. So, survivors are in red. Just because there's more survivors than killers, and then killers are in blue, and these are rank 20, and that's in the last 30 days, by the way, as you can see in the top corner over there. So you can see that there's a lot of rank 20 and 19, and then it drops, and it drops until you get to here, and then you go back up with rank 1s, because obviously there's a little bit of a clump where all the really high rank players sort of mass at the end there. Mm-hmm. So that's what it looks like right now. Well, the last 30 days. The next stats I wanted to show here. So you have the killers per rank, which is exactly what we were talking about. So rank 20 here and goes up to rank 1. Chuckles, as we know, is the trapper. Bob is the rate. The hillbilly is here. The nurse is here. That's Michael Myers, and the hag is at the top there. So the hag is actually the least played killer. Yeah. We knew that.
Yeah, she's named as the witch, in case people miss that.
Yeah, and right now you have the numbers are very, it's like 3.4%, but it is pretty much across the board the same. Actually, it's very low at the level, at rank 20, but it sort of stays the same. Here on the side, I got the favorite survivor perks in the last 30 days. So top of the list, Sprint Burst, Self-Care, Saboteur is always pretty much the same. And then Lightweight, Plunderer's Instinct, mostly because I think it's one of the first ones that people get, and it's exciting because you get a lot of the chests.
I like Plunderer's Instinct.
A lot of people do. But it's funny because it's got sort of a bad rep Like people see you with that and they're like, oh, come on.
Oh, dude, I've given so many people flashlights with that.
Spine chill, premonition, and adrenaline. So it's well spread. The firsts are a little bigger than we'd expect. Well, not really.
To be honest, it was actually sprint burst was 14%, like 5 weeks ago.
Yeah, and now it's under 10.
Yeah, so they are evening out slowly. It might be because of the rarity changes in the perk blood webs.
Then we have here survivors by rank. So we have the survivors here. Meg, top favorite, and Claudette. These two will, I think, forever stay on top of the list. Then Jake, Bill, which has a very nice place.
Pretty in pink.
Yeah. Dwight, Nia, Lori, and Ace at the bottom of the pile.
Ace is in the bottom.
Well, Ace and Lori would automatically end up at the bottom because they have you need to pay for them, so they're slightly different.
Yeah, self-sufficient is unbreakable for those of you asking.
Oh yes.
Our code does not always tell the truth.
So here in the favorite killer perks, Iron Grasp, top of the line again. Very near behind is Brutal Strength, then Unrelenting, Deerstalker, Whispers, Save the Best for Last, Nurse Calling, and so on and so forth. There we go. Which is the bottom today?
Yeah, did you show them the bottom and the top? Ooh,
No,
the
I just showed the top. The bottom, oh.
Yeah, we have a bunch of like debug stuff in there as well. So you see like Lori and...
Maybe I shouldn't show the bottom.
I don't think so.
You
got some stuff like
No, but there might be stuff in there that we don't want to appear.
Yeah.
So I'll just leave it at that for now. Then we have here, this is my favorite part. So we have here the props. So when you get to the end of the game, you can give props to people. In the last 30 days, these are the killers, the top 10 killers who got the most props. So we have, you can read the names. Some of them I can't, but you have people here who are absolutely worthy of being acclaimed. And the same for the survivors. So here are the top 10 survivors in the props category, which is a great category to be in, by the way. On a side note on that, I'll tell people, feel free to give props to people when you get a good game.
Seriously.
I feel like there's not enough props being given, and I think there should be more.
Yeah.
You can. We're done with the stats. Thank you, Bjorn. You can bring me back to not showing too much. There we go. So there. I enjoyed that quite a lot. Okay, I feel like I missed a few questions. Okay, have you spoken about the possibility of an in-game statistics viewer? A day or two ago, I posted on Steam forums about a menu in-game where you can view your kill death as a killer and survivor, as well as most played map and played against killers.
Love to do this.
Yes, it's something that we have had in the backlog since actually before launch. We've always wanted to have a one of those screens, like I can think of the one in GTA where you see Miles walked, Miles on a bicycle, like everything you've ever done ever in the game, which is super fun. But yeah, so there's two sides to this. First of all, we'd love to do this. It's right now not a priority when compared to balancing the game or fixing a few of the critical issues, but also implementing it now would mean that you only get your stats from the moment it was implemented. You'd probably not get all the stats from the beginning of the game, which makes it a little less appealing, but still, at some point you have to start collecting your thing. Are you
do it for the seasons?
We could, absolutely.
That'd be really nice.
Yeah, but this is not the same. This is the in-game stat when you get everything.
Yeah,
but yeah, we could do it per season to sort of bypass the... Yeah. Are you moving forward with Devour Hope changes for one token getting increased movement instead of gen regression?
Yes.
Yes. That's a simple question
Wasn't
with a simple
good?
answer.
And he had information. He started by knowing.
Yeah.
It was half the battle.
There you go. Yeah. What do we have here? Okay. There's a celebration behind us for some reason. People are happy. Is there any first step you can push live to make queues faster, finding a lobby? I think we talked about that earlier. Teeks asked, is there an option to unlock all exclusive customizations on private matches for us? If devs gave us all the perks to use on private match, so why not customizations? Well, there's a good reason for that.
Yeah, we would love to do that, but at the same time, that's pretty much where we would make.
No, but it's mostly the customizations is the stuff that you want to have.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
It's we can't just give it to you because then it wouldn't have value in the full game.
Yeah.
So
it's like that's the reason why we don't give Myers and the Hag.
No, but that's different.
As well. Why?
We need to pay for those. Well, especially for Myers.
The customizations is kind of like
But we've given. Yeah, you're right. No, but the things like, for instance, all the stuff for the exclusives that we did for different people, we can't give them out for other reasons. So there's a bunch of different reasons. The exclusive we give at PAX is not something that we have people pay for, but it's then it has no more value.
Yeah.
So,
no.
What do you guys think about making Insidious into a passive X perk?
I thought that was a pretty interesting idea. I'm not sure exactly how. What was it again? Deadly Vanitas. I think I saw him talking in the chat. He can say exactly what he meant.
Because you couldn't possibly have that be on all the time.
So, like, it made me think. I was like, what would he mean in this kind of regard?
Yeah.
And it might be cool to have a passive hex perk that allows you to half your terror radius until the perk is destroyed. So it'd be kind of like Insidious. Wouldn't give you the full thing. People could still destroy it. But it would give you a nice little buff, kind of like a Myers for any killer at the beginning of the game. Yeah. But if you have more information, Deadly, let me know.
Any plans? So Melons is asking, any plans for add-ons and items to be visible in the post-game lobby?
That would be awesome.
That would be really cool.
That was it's been a plan.
Yeah. That'd be really cool. We want it, and again, it's not just good for this, but it's for the tournaments. It would be great too to be able to see all these things. Okay, what do we have here? What are your thoughts on making the equivalent of the Bloodstained sack, but with custom Moris instead of skins? I would love that.
That'd be so awesome.
So, right now we're looking at new customization things for killers, and it's not all about...
the outfits?
It's not all about outfits, but there are some cool outfits coming, so there. Will you be increasing the amount of blood points rewarded for purchasing perks in the shrine that you already own?
That would be awesome.
That's been coming back though.
It's an ongoing discussion.
Yeah.
Internally.
Because it's a simple change.
It is.
It's a number somewhere.
It is a number.
But it's got repercussions, and right now it seems like there's an ongoing fight, and it's not been settled yet.
It has not.
Which side are you on?
I'd like to give more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll leave it at that.
I'm a generous soul.
That's beautiful. Indiana Hose is asking, will you guys be going to Comic-Con Detroit? I do not believe we will, unfortunately. We don't go to that many events as a general rule. They're very expensive, and we try to keep our expenses low because we'd rather just give you some left behind stuff for free. But still, awesome. we want to attend a few of those conventions. We want to talk to people. We want to meet up with the locals. So there are a few events that we're looking at right now. I'm exhausted, personally. I just got back from a few of them, and I just want to be here with the team and work on the project before I move on to something else. I don't know when Comic-Con Detroit is, but I do not think we'll be there. So I might be surprised, but right now there's no plan for it. What else we have? Okay, that we already asked.
So people are asking controller sensitivity. This is coming. They didn't know.
The what?
Controller sensitivity and mouse sensitivity settings in game.
Yes, we talked about that in the past also. The fact that it's linked with the console version quite a lot, because obviously the full controller support and even the UI rework and everything, so that the controller is usable everywhere. It all goes with the console release. So there are people working on that right now, and we said the console was coming for summer. So you have a bit of a timeline, and hopefully those changes will be happening on PC at the same time. So that's going to be cool.
That'd be awesome.
If there is absolutely any shred of information about the new chapter, that would be appreciated. Lots of people asking. Well, obviously, but then again, we just gave a very scrumptious little piece of information about the new chapter.
Just one?
Well, we did talk about a perk.
We did.
Yeah, we did. And there are pieces of information floating on the interwebs, I've been told. But
really?
Yeah. There is something.
Where would you find that?
Oh, probably on the I don't know. It starts with a www or something.
Is it like a .com?
I don't know. I don't think so, actually.
Oh, that's sneaky.
Yeah, I don't think it's a .com. I think it's somewhere else. Any thoughts on reworking the daily rituals?
Yes, actually.
Yeah?
That's something.
Any
that's
concrete
on
plans? Oh, it's on your plate right now. I saw that on the board, didn't I?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. I went to Dave the other week and I was like, I got ideas for this, and I'd like to do like a 30-day plan where you can unlock certain rewards for coming back every day.
Okay.
And as well as changing the daily rituals so it's not as loose as they are right now, something a little bit more, not as detailed as they are right now, where you have to play you have to play Bill.
Yeah.
And then you have to escape with him once, and you're like, but I never played Bill, he's only level 1. I understand. We understand. And we're going to try to make some daily rituals that are a little more fun and dynamic for you guys.
Okay. I'm going to tell Dave to come join us now. Because I want to talk about something that's coming. Because people want to know about the new chapter, and we have something that we could talk about. So.
Oh, we do?
Now? I'll just text now to Dave. Hopefully he's listening to his watch. I have an old watch. It doesn't tell me texts.
Mine's an hour behind.
Is that useful?
Well, yeah. I know it's an hour behind, so I can always tell time.
Yeah, that's the point of a watch.
Yeah, there you go.
Echo9 asked, someone asked on the forums, why does the nurse scream or sigh when she blinks? Excluding the gameplay reasons, why does she? Is there a lore reason? That's a very, very good question. And it's a very interesting question. And I asked the people in charge. And the reason is, it is very exciting to blink. And it hurts quite a lot. So both these things.
Hello,
Hey!
lovelies.
Dave.
I just at a party. It's not behind. It's that way.
It was to
Okay.
the right.
Yeah. It's to your
Is
right.
it exciting?
And daily ritual is not on the board.
It's not on the
Oh,
board.
it's not on the board?
Something you want to do. It's not a priority.
Okay.
Just
I
so
thought you weren't listening to that.
Yeah. Just in the background. Just
Okay.
a little bit.
Okay.
I tried to get a voice actor in.
And
No, I didn't try. Someone said he always forget about me. I'm a voice actor too.
oh,
And he rose his hand.
was it Rick?
And no, but that's true. He's Bill. No, it's Phil.
Phil?
Always forget about Phil. He does like all the killers.
You did all the killers?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should get Phil in.
Absolutely. At
Phil,
some point.
come in.
He didn't want to. I said,
Oh,
well, maybe.
well then
maybe
why
I'll be
does he
there.
bitch about not being invited?
Well, no, but you know.
He'd just like to say no.
You know.
Okay, I'll give him a chance to say no next time. So I just told people that the nurse blinking is very, very exciting for her, but it also hurts quite a lot.
Yeah.
That's the reason why
canon.
she sighs and screams.
That's canon.
That's canon. Can we get more outfits for Ace? Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
We were talking about a golden shirt earlier.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
That'd be cool.
Okay. Okay, so let's show that thing. The thing I sent you? Is that the thing? Yes, that thing. So this is a thing that we created specifically for the next chapter.
Yeah.
So let's give people a second to try to tell us why we made that.
I'm sure some of
10
them
seconds.
knows.
Well, I know there's like a 10-15 second delay,
Yeah.
and we'll give them about 10 seconds, and we're not really looking at what the hell they are
They're like
writing.
new killer reveal,
What?
as I said. Naughty Bear. Ice hockey.
It's an arcade icon. What?
What?
Could be.
Okay, now we lost everything.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
This icon fills me with joy.
Sports jersey. Naughty Bear throwback. Furries. Robot Bear.
Five
Five
Nights
Nights
at
at
Freddy's.
Freddy's.
Yeah. Ice hockey? Nobody says ice hockey in Canada. Come on.
Laser tag.
I guess
now.
it's like Brazil nuts. When you're in Brazil, they just
Yes.
call them nuts. I
Like
guess.
French fries.
No, I don't know. They call them frites.
Yeah,
So that's got nothing to do with it.
just fries.
No.
Well, we call them French fries. They don't call them French fries in France.
No, they call them frites
Yeah.
because they're French.
Yeah,
Anyway.
And isn't from Belgium?
it's from Belgium.
Yeah, France. Get your fries.
There you go.
Shit together.
All right.
Team logo.
So we're not gonna tell you why, how, where it
why
fits.
am I here? Where am I here then?
Because I'd like you to tell us about the next image. Can you make
Oh.
it bigger?
Come on.
Yeah, so obviously for those who knew and recognized the bear, so yeah, they are from Naughty Bear. So
That is awesome.
These are the Robo Bears.
the Robo Bears and with their leader Robo Prime. It's not on the image right now.
No.
Anyways, so usually we don't reveal where the Easter egg comes from. This is Fluffy, is the inventor of the Robo Bears. But anyways, we wanted to have a little.
I mean,
A
we
little
love
something about
Naughty.
Naughty Bear and Dead by Daylight.
A
So
nod,
now
if you
it's
will.
gonna
A
be. Yeah,
nod.
absolutely.
Yeah. So there.
That's it.
That's it. We're not gonna tell you anymore.
Yeah, but it's in the next chapter and it's quite important.
They all think it's Naughty Bear.
What? The fuck? So cute. Like it. Don't do this. All right. Killer doll.
Mm. Yeah, that's interesting. Well, anyways, well,
Takes the fan's pen away from him, and nobody will get hurt.
give me your pen.
I got here. It's right here.
Oh, okay.
The other one.
No.
Give me all your pen. The one in your boot. The one in your boot. There. Anything else?
That's a perfect flip.
It actually landed.
can I
on-
No,
go?
that's it. Thanks, Dave.
All
You
right.
can go back to your regularly scheduled program.
All right,
Thank you for stopping by.
All
Come on,
right.
guys.
So that was an absolute shred of information about the new chapter. You are welcome.
Thank you.
Ah, yes, that was pleasant. Will you ever consider adding support for creating your own survivor at one point? Firekeep asked.
That'd be awesome.
Well, if you're talking about really like a character creation, like The Sims or something like that,
I was thinking of like City of Heroes.
that was the best character creator
Isn't
ever.
that nuts? I
It was
like,
amazing.
Yeah. So if we were to actually expose.
No.
No.
No. No, and we're probably not gonna do that. Not in Dead by Daylight 1.
No, they couldn't like take Claudette's head and put it on like Meg's body and then like.
We have bugs that were that.
We did actually.
and it was
yeah.
scary. So
Claudette
yeah.
with a chainsaw was like the best.
But and that leads me to another question that someone had about the Steam Workshop.
Yeah.
So through the Steam Workshop that we're hoping to get into hooked up into our game at some point, we're hoping that we will be able to get some community suggestions of new killer, survivor, whatnots, and then add them into the game after votes or something. You can fiddle with the sausage if it helps.
I'm glad you realized. You actually left my damn pens.
Yeah.
I'm not giving them that. I'm sorry.
No? Okay. But at least it's a silent prop to fiddle with.
It's
I'm
true.
just saying.
Are you hinting at something?
No.
No.
I think it's clear. There's no hint. Okay. So, are you going to buff the leader perk? Leader
Yes.
perk is one of the most useless perk in the game. The survivors have to waste one slot and get about 2-3 second benefits from the whole match.
Yeah. We're definitely going to be buffing leader. The initial buff was to be that if you had somebody get into your range, the effect would persist for 60 seconds when they left your area of effect. So you'd still have the buff on yourself, which would be really cool. I would like to investigate to see if we can do anything else extra, perhaps increase the amount of repair that you gain from it, which would be pretty cool. And we also have other ideas in the pipe. But yes, absolutely.
Okay. Stefan, pen flick back when?
When I get my pens back.
I love it. Okay.
Yeah, Jack.
So I think I'm pretty much done with the Q&A from Steam. Bjorn's got a pen. I don't have questions popping up in my chat window right now. So let's go to one of my favorite things in the world, which is the segment called Around the Webs. So first, put that big, please.
That is amazing.
So, Highlander Effects, Mr. James here, who was with us at PAX, an amazing cosplayer. Mostly he makes props, so his mask and his weapon were absolutely top notch.
That is so cool.
And we had a great time over there with him and the hooded woman who was the nurse. So, yeah,
Your
thank you.
face
I saw
is
that,
perfect.
I thought it was very funny.
Your face is perfect.
The next one here is from, let me get my cheat sheet here, which I don't see. There we go. Why is this so small? Jokes. From Erika, I believe. Hopefully you can correct me and we can have it be absolutely true when we do the whatever transcript. Next we have Black Derby. Oh. They're not in the same order. That's fine. Okay, this one is from... I don't have this one. Unfortunately. Huh? Erika as well. Okay, good, wonderful. Or maybe it was posted because it's a very different style. But then it could be. Then we have Black Derby, who finished creating that amazing shelf full of props that hopefully hangs in a house somewhere. Very exciting. We have here something that was posted by Dr. Nano, hopefully your own artwork. Very nice little color drawing of Meg.
That's sick.
Dr. Salveno, is it? Many doctors here. Very, very cool charcoal view of Ace. Then we have DS, I believe it is posted by DS. There's a signature at the bottom there.
Is that King of the Kill?
That's King of the Hill.
Oh, sorry.
King of the Kill, completely different thing.
It's close enough.
Yeah, but yes, a very nice take on that. DS also posted this beauty. I particularly like the bunny slippers. I think they're
That is
nice.
really cool. Is that because the beer bottles we had? Did they see the beer bottles that we use as our temporary ability for our kills?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Okay, that's very funny then. It's very spot on.
Then DS also posted this amazing
That's nice.
suit being built right now. Yeah, when that is done, we need pictures and
Seriously.
pictures and then more pictures. This is ridiculously good. I will probably try to contact you if you ever go to another con to have you as cosplayers because this is
That is
madness.
really cool.
Then we have Fannyarella, I believe. It's a very nice doodle. Hopefully you were still listening in class while you did that. Then we had Ferks. Oh, that's not Ferks. That's another Fannyella. Is that it? Phelan. So I just saw that on Instagram, and that is so cool. We were wondering what the hell that was made out of, but it's really, really cool.
Sculpted, as she said.
Yes,
That's nice.
it's really, really nice. Next one is Ferks, who created a great image of my cat, Cooper. As you may have noticed, I did modify it slightly.
You trimmed the
I trimmed it a little, so yeah, you will know what I mean. Then we had our Russian friend who made not only the amazing car, but the really, really cool mask, and he sent a picture with a large, stunned cat, which is absolutely amazing. So thank you very much for that again. Natter GN created this. I really, really like the very quirky art style for
That's
this.
really cool.
And the way the lettering is done makes my eyes water.
Those E's.
Yeah, very, very cool. Next one we have Noka. Yeah,
That's
pesky little Meg. And a very happy hillbilly in the background.
He's got targets in sight.
Yeah, hopefully Jake dies again. Then we have Pwnedcast,
That's awesome.
who did this tie slap. It's absolutely great. I love how inspired our fan artists are.
Seriously.
Yeah, that makes me happy. Shinsho made this very cool artwork. Again, an interesting take on this. The purple pants are blindingly beautiful.
Spot on.
Yeah. Sweven Fox.
That is cool.
Yeah, that is amazing. It's a little dark on that monitor. I hope it shows really well on your screen because this is beautiful.
Seriously.
Yeah. Then we have Tiny Bird who made this, and I just couldn't stop laughing. I love it so much.
That's great.
It's just how to capture movement perfectly.
Yeah.
I just love it. I
That
hope
is
it's
so
part
sick.
of a big comic book that I can read.
It came out nicely, actually.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
nice. Then
That's
we
so
have Veggie Bull, who spent probably quite a lot of time assembling beads together to create this really cool meg.
That is really cool.
Nicely done.
I
I don't
hate
know.
dropping those things.
Huh?
Never find them once you drop on the floor.
No,
They're
no.
gone.
Yeah.
Mm.
Then Viritres, who created this very dapper-looking hillbilly.
That'd be a nice skin.
Alternate outfit for the hillbilly. He's got a job interview or something.
Maybe a head trimmer. I don't know. Just chase people on the head trimmer. No,
Would that be more like business-like?
I think so. Don't you go for your interviews with a head trimmer?
Rarely.
Oh,
I
wow.
can't say it's happened often.
I thought you were Canadian.
Probably a snowblower, maybe.
That's probably better. A hockey stick.
Yeah.
Also,
I don't hockey much. Okay.
ice hockey.
Will you be able to transfer your progress from PC to console? Asked Black Matter 1234.
That sounds awesome.
It would be really cool. I know it was discussed at some point. I do not know if we'll have it in the game. I will make a note to try to get that information for next time. Yeah, we talked about that. It's not as it's something that could be done. It'd be really cool, but I'm not exactly sure if we ended up having it or not. So I'll have to look.
I would take a note, but I don't have a pen.
Well then.
I have to blame Phil again.
So yeah, I think we're getting to the end here.
Aw.
Yeah, I ran out of questions. The chat probably is there going to be a double Blood Point weekend this weekend? No, not this weekend.
Ooh.
But I don't. No, there's not going to be one this weekend. I know that.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to.
But yeah, there will be more double Blood Point weekends because we like them.
Absolutely.
Okay, when will we see the tweaked PAX exclusives released? Yeah, that's a mysterious bucket of icons and things that are in the game right now that nobody has access to. It's actually a great trap for cheaters.
Oh, really?
Well, if someone's wearing them, they obviously hacked the game,
That's true.
so they get banned immediately.
That is sneaky.
Yeah, and on that note, there were a few bans lately.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for a few things, and some people have been trying to get unbanned. If you've been banned for an offense that you feel was maybe too harsh, I mean, in the future we're looking at soft bans, things like 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, or whatever. But right now, what we have at our disposal is the capacity to ban someone completely from the game, and if we have absolute proof that one of the offenses that we've listed on that post have been
Done.
committed, I guess,
Yeah, committed is good.
then they get banned, and that's it. So if you want to come back and say no, I didn't do that, that was not me, whatever, it's debatable, I guess. You can talk to either the people at EAC or you can write emails to us and we'll look into it. But we try to only ban if you're doing shit on stream, it's proof, like literally. If you're wearing shirts that you can't have, if you have all the achievements that have popped on your account within the same 5 minutes, that's a hack. And yes, some people will say, I just hacked achievements, I'm not ruining anybody else's game. You're still hacking the game. It is a bannable offense. And if it's just for the sake of looking cool with all the achievements, and now you're going to look cool not playing the game and with a mark on your record that says you're a cheater.
Yeah.
So that's not great.
No, not at all.
So yeah, don't cheat, and don't steal, don't lie. There. What else we got? Will there be customization for the Thai New Year festival?
When is that?
I don't know when that is. I'm not familiar with the Thai New Year festival. I will look into that. I mean, obviously, we cannot possibly make something for every single holiday of every single culture. That would be a little much.
That'd be nuts.
But I don't know. We'll look into that one. That's interesting. Question from Sir Charles: is the new killer McLean also an absolute not?
An absolute not.
So you have more information about what the next killer isn't. Not a nun, a priest, or McLean.
And he has 2 knees.
Well, I think it was said that he had between
1 and 2.
1 and 3.
Sorry, that's what it was.
1 and 3
Sorry,
knees.
I might have given something away.
Yeah, it's 2.
Too much information.
It's totally 2.
Sorry.
Do we have anything else? No, I think we can thank people. So thank you, Bjorn, for once again helping us make this thing a pleasant experience. Thank you to our mods out there. Thanks to Dave for passing by.
Yeah, thanks, Dave.
And thank you for joining me today.
It's always
It's
a pleasure.
very nice.
Thank you.
And then,
for
yeah,
having
I think that's it. Words of wisdom, which I did not prepare today. But do I have something that I can share with the people out there? Yeah, something I may have said that at the very, very beginning, because these are the only words that to me are significant enough that I consider getting them written on my skin.
Oh, no shit.
Maybe. And it's that quote that said, "The only normal people are people you don't know very well."
That's good.
And I think that's very important, because if you start to scratch at anybody, you'll realize that, yeah, everybody's weird.
Pretty damn weird.
Everybody's got that thing that you go, really?
Yeah.
Huh? And so hopefully that tells you need to take a breather and actually accept people with their strengths and weaknesses.
Absolutely.
You are weird and beautiful. So there, that wraps up our episode for this week. I need to get back to work. Thank you very much for joining us. And yeah, do I have anything else? No, that's it.
Yeah. I think
Bye.
that's it. See you later.